Nice. So, did he like? How did his path turn out? Did he also play professionally for musicians, or did he go a
No,
different
my
path?
brother, yeah, he did. He went a totally different path. My brother fell in love with a young lady in the neighborhood at a very young age, and it was probably around 17 years old. So I was a little guy, and one day I came home and the drums were gone, and I asked my mother where the drums were, and she says, "Don't ask me, ask your brother." So my brother, I know he was with Michelle because that's who he was with all the time. I went and I found him, and I said, "Howard, where's the drums?" My brother's name was Howard. He said, "Well, I sold the drums because, Michelle is pregnant, so I needed money. Mommy put me out, because she said, you're going to be a man now, so you gotta basically, man up and do what's right by your new baby that's about to come." And all I heard was the drums she sold. That's all I heard. I didn't hear nothing else, but so
Forget about being an uncle.
Yeah, no, that didn't even hit my mind. I was like, yeah, for real, where the drums? What's up? So the good part of that story is my brother went on to have a very long and successful career as a mechanical engineer. And him and Michelle just celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary about a month ago. So
congrats.
I guess it was true love because they stayed together all them years, which is like amazing, man. So, but by that point, the love of music was in me. It was fully in my life. And I would play on everybody else's kit in the neighborhood because my mother couldn't afford another kit. And I don't think she wanted to hear all them drums in the room. But because I kept at it, me and my mother made a deal that if I saved up enough money to buy the drums, that she would buy my cymbals. So I started packing bags on the weekend at the grocery store. That's what you did back then. So I go to the grocery store, you hang out all day, like 8 hours. You might make about $40, from change, And I saved the money up, and I used to volunteer at a music store. And there was a drum set in the window that had been there from the time I started just being there. Because I came to the store because that's where the drums were. And so I asked the guy, I said, what's going on with these drums? He said, well, someone ordered them and they never came and picked them up. So I asked him if they was for sale. He said, yes. He said, I'll sell them to you at cost, what it cost me. So he sold me the drums. It was a Ludwig Visa-like kit, which is a clear kit. You've seen the clear drum kits.
Uh-huh.
That was my first drum kit. And my mother, she bought the cymbals, and I practiced every day. And about maybe a year later, a guy in my building who was a professional musician heard me and said, man, you sounded good up there on the drums. There's a group that's having an audition. Would you like to go? And I said, yeah, but you got to come up here and ask my mother. I just can't go. So he came upstairs. He asked my mother if I could go to the audition. And it was for a group called Musique. And the song was called Push, Push in the Bush. Mm-hmm. And it was a big disco song. And I ended up going to the audition. I got the gig. It was my first tour, first time out the country, first time with a passport, first time on a plane. It was a lot of firsts, but it just kept building from there.